So, yesterday evening I played the whole of Dathomir, seemingly, and it's now 100% complete, and I've got all the items and all the plot. So we went to Dathomir early in the game, because we got to this place, we thought, oh, Master so-and-so did this thing here. Oh, but he also went there. And so I went there. And you get there, and there's a wall that you can't quite jump. And this random wanderer turns up and says, you should return when you are better trained.
Just return with a step ladder.
Yeah, or a small rock or something. As I went away and I thoroughly explored Kashyyyk and Bogdano, and somewhere else. And then I could jump slightly higher. I always get to the temple of whatever and open the tomb of Blibble. And I got to the tomb of Blibble, touched the door, and it didn't open. And I got a flashback. And a flashback to when Cal's master was training Cal when Order 30 Stone happened. And now Cal basically is blaming himself because he didn't save his master during Order 30 State.
Oh, I see.
And so the tomb seems to be entirely pointless other than to make Cal remember what happened. He blocked this from his mind as a young child or something. But he lost his own lightsaber, apparently, and has discovered through mystical whatnot his master's lightsaber has now just appeared in his hand somehow in that strange Star Wars 9 teleporting lightsaber maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore we've come to the planet of making lightsabers,
Yes.
which apparently is Hoth. Ilum, Shattered State.
I must admit, I quite liked the use of the teleporting lightsabers gimmick. It doesn't really make sense in a Star Wars. It doesn't quite belong in the Star Wars verse, but because they introduced it over several films as an antagonistic maneuver, and then then Rey and whatnot were able to use it usefully in cooperation when they ended up on the same side.
Did they? I thought that was the first time I saw it.
No, he was always they were always having mind contact across distance, and then he'd steal something from her annoyingly in the process.
Oh, okay.
And I think occasionally she turned the tables and stole something.
It was only in the recent 3 films.
Yes. Yeah, it was specific to Rey and what's his name.
No, I don't remember that. I remember them talking telepathically, which kind of makes sense, but I didn't like the whole ceiling soap thing at all. This looks too slippery for wall running, I have to say.
Especially since you appear to be able to regain your footing on most slippery bits.
Yes. I think it's best.
But remember, this is a force-related wall running. It doesn't actually rely on...
Mundane things like friction and gravity.
All making sense.
Time of the gathering.
Uber Notchi. What was his name? His name is Uber Notchi.
I missed it. What was
Okay. Oh, it doesn't say... I don't get the voice thing for it either anymore. It was Uber Neighbour Notchi without a G.
I see.
Hello, do you think you're Prince of Persia? I got the secret, but I've not got the chest. It says Shattered Lake, but as lakes go, it's pretty solid. State.
Reminds me of some kind of dessert. Where there's a layer of I don't know, caramel or something on top, and you break it into pieces, but then you bake it all into one solid lump anyway.
I remember. Every Jedi comes here as a kid. Or they did. When there were Jedi.
Why is this universe always so inhospitable? I mean, the planet of Dathomir was pretty statey.
Because most planets turn out not to have native life, and so there's nothing to smooth out the
Well, that's fair. The ones with native life are also inhospitable because the native life is huge and fierce and wants to eat you.
True. He walks on platforms.
I mean, you have to work hard to get them pissed off, but
And then they can take your AT-ATs. What a good day. We fill this Ewok with explosives. That's weird. This seems like a fairly dull place. Can't you force the wind back or something?
Looks like a way through over there. Now be careful with the ice.
Over there, you said. Oh, over here.
you sure?
Yes, maybe we're here to see what's here. I think the answer is. I have to go make sure it wasn't there first.
Wasn't there again today? That poor droid is being scraped away from this.
What's TARDIS? No, it's not. Well, the markers in Journey. Examine.
This is the worst blizzard I've ever seen.
You didn't say examine the weather.
Storm, temple. It all feels connected somehow.
I guess I can climb that. Luckily in Dathomir I managed to find... I got stuck in a pit where there was a climbing wall that I couldn't climb, but luckily the person at the bottom of the wall had the climbing things for the wall. I thought, he's at the bottom of the wall, do you retrust them? And now I can climb funny walls at least.
That's a strange one.
They're just so...
This is a bit Lego Star Wars, isn't it? I can climb walls, provided they have exactly the right climbing material on them, which happily is scattered all over the place.
It's true. I wonder at what point to pick up the pinky shoes.
I mean, when you said you did got a thing that enabled you to jump extra high, well, oh no, you turned into a Gungan.
So there's up for this round. Intriguing. Ooh. I don't know which I want to do. Are you onwards? Look at it. Oh, you're full of green things. I'm going to declare you to be an onwards. What of thought is this one thing about the goal to Gungan, your neighbour? Me's a better guy than you, sir. Started test.
That's quite strange, well done.
Is there a chest up here? There's a sense echo.
Great Jedi meditated here. He returned at points throughout his life to contemplate his many adventures and trials.
The trial of a Jedi.
Marty Cameron. Does this way work? No. Let's try. Can I come to the do that? Oh, that'll do.
Ooby-doo.
Got something?
Beep boop beep.
Oh, this looks like Heaven's Vault stuff. You have to decode that. Write it. The Garething room.
The whole room is my side of the room. Somewhere there is still a Ooh, I'm in the temple now, which means I missed the chest out in the Scented Lake. I need to return to the Scented Lake and look for a chest. I know time is important. Is that live? Is that real? Can I land on that? Oh, that's there, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. So, I've got really distinct. The trouble with the chest, you see, is white. Full of snow. And there are all these things could have things on them. So they are climbable things. I think one of these things is a climbable thing, one of these things. Yes, it's windy, we know. Chest. Cheap. So if you were a tester,
It's somewhere indoors and out of the weather.
where's the ship you dipped it? I mean, the secret was over here. It would be very dark to have the chest and the secret at the same place. I couldn't check.
There's nothing up there.
There was a platform up there, but I think that's too far to jump.
Yes.
And it would also make the chest more secret than the secret. Which feels a bit wrong.
Well, then what is it there for? It must be there for something.
We'll try going back higher up. It's just a thing of some sort. Ooh, what else? Right. At this point, VDVDB is very, very state sick. Where's the chest?
It's going to turn out you accidentally landed on it and squashed it.
That'll explain what was something. Yes, so that's the United States. What is not? All these things that I'm supposed to live on how you already and I can find a climby surface or a stick.
People bluffing about the script.
I don't think there was a chest up in the top section where I got that Force Echo at the top of the thing. And again, it would be weird to have a chest in the same place. How intriguing.
I feel as if you want to look for chests here, you ought to go and do Baku Shrine first and turn the blizzard down.
That would Bloody hell. Wow. Care. Care. Trixie Hobbits. I found all the chests and secrets on Dathomir. Even for the last one I did while being chased by zombie Night Sisters, because I missed it on the way in.
Zombie Night Sister, I don't make lots of sense.
My sister zombie Night.
Assist the zombie Nights, yes.
It's in fact down here, I think. Yes. And that's just a deserted port of some sort. Someone.
Gareth,
Ben!
I've worked out what that lump of bricks by the corner of the house is for.
Lump of brick by the corner over there, yes?
Yes, it's for putting a water butt on.
A water button?
Oh.
What does that mean or do?
So I was just thinking, wouldn't it be sensible to collect some of this rain? You could get it from most of the roof by using that downpipe. You'd just have to put a water butt on that big brick stand for a water butt. Ah, yes. Right.
That's
Mystery solved.
right.
As in, is it beneath where the gutter is or something, or what?
So the end of the gutter is just next to it. So
Right.
you could quite easily redirect that downpipe into a water butt standing on that pedestal. So it's the right size and it lifts it off the ground so you can get a bucket underneath it. And yes, that's obviously what it's for.
Okay.
That's nice to know. Not that I'm enthusiastic enough to actually use it.
So,
It involves squeaking water around and water is heavy.
I mean, I can't see a chest or any of those up bits over there. Probably can't get from there over. Maybe side jump vigorously from there over to there. I'll have to try, isn't it? Probably a stoat, but.
Something else happens before.
Sure, I can do this, you know, but let's try and see.
It does look as if there's an elbow clanking field on the way.
No, that died. He landed there and then died. That's not actually land. That's death hamsters. Deathamere. I'll go to the top again in case I can fall off. It's going to be really obvious, and I'm going to go, oh, it's there, with a neon sign saying, hello, I'm Chess. Is there around? Is there around? Is there one up there? Is there around this way? Aha. Ah. There's the chest, but I currently have no lightsaber.
You lost some lightsaber.
I don't quite know what happened. I mean, I had a lightsaber. In the flashback to the past, I lost my lightsaber. I then work at my master's broken lightsaber. Worth trying.
But you'll get a new one.
Yes, I probably will get it and then come back here afterwards. But that's probably the point of it.
Yes.
But always worth trying to glitch your way around. But no, I think that was designed to be a statement. Okay, we found the chest. Let's look at it later.
Can you put a bookmark on the map?
No, that'd be sensible. Need to remember it's there. Right. I've got my long fall self on today. Ooh.
Oh, that's it.
There are some green things. Is that a green thing? Appears to be a green thing. I've not been with it yet. And that. Aha, I can pull this to it and then attach this to it.
That's a bit thoughtful, isn't it? That's clearly a strange portal lasery excursion thing of some kind.
No, I force pulled a rope towards me. And there's a light come out of the store.
It looked more like a mystic beam of some kind.
Yes.
Warmth is nice.
There's a magnifying window.
You've missed Jedi Studies 2.
Normally they aren't in order. It'll be long later. I can access hole in the wall.
I remember this room. Master Yoda melted that door to let us into the caves. Not with the Force. With that crystal, the light passed through it and carried its warmth. I bet we can do it too.
Right. I do want a place to attach that to.
Do you recall what you're trying to do? Melt the door, don't you? Just hold it for long enough for the door to go splosh.
That would be. I think. Ooh, odd. That's that way. There's the mechanism, but I can't see a thing to attach the mechanism to yet. So that suggests it is some kind of a poodle. Let's go the other way then. Squawk! No! This is the game where you eventually end up requesting a hint, just stop the game telling you about requesting a hint. Light enhancing gravity, I say too.
Ah.
That needs to be melted to get through. We suggest something to find the mechanism. Find the mechanism that controls Jet's button.
That's tricks and no mistake.
And that's the other side of that door, I think. It's intriguing.
In that case, why do you need to melt the door? You can get to both sides of it already.
I'm going to melt the door so I can then, I don't know, get the beam of light through at a funny angle to reflect off a thing from some thing, fashion of thing. I don't know is why that's climbable. So you can climb it carrying a rope, I suppose. So where do you want to be plugged in? There's a... Ooh. And there's one of those. And one of these. Foo boo! Weep weep. That's how you get out. Neither to the stairs.
Come on, BD.
Where are you, BD?
Always finding stuff.
It's a device.
Rudimentary objects.
See for the back of the arm.
Seeing how you press them.
That's true. I did force push, excuse me.
Oh, I thought you got force state.
Yeah, that's definitely force state.
So the thing that was supposed to melt this door didn't seem to melt this door. Oh yes, the door was terrible.
The thing supposed to melt the door didn't actually point anywhere near the door, at least not yet. It's pointing... It was pointing.
Not anymore, because you unhooked it by doing force state.
Oh, is that what that was for? Right. Oh, yes, it was. I wasn't paying attention to who I was. Hello. Yes. It lit above the everything and missed the door.
I don't know if you ought to move that balloon thing.
Yeah, I thought that
It's
too. I
right.
wasn't sure how to do so as yet. Possibly by getting a thing up there. Oh, yes, puzzles do that. This is a thing to plug into a thing, but I'm swinging on it.
That is odd, isn't it?
And if I... No! That's not what I was aiming at, you slate. And it's not quite long enough to reach the thing that was here. Oh, but now it is. Interesting. Right.
So can you plug two things into that anchor object?
Not traditionally, but this is a different school from usual. And also it's 3.
Well, now maybe you only need to hold the other one.
And that will replace it, I assume. Aha, I just put myself that way around. Weasel hamster, hamster weasel. Oh yes, not the hair, so it's so. here.
Yes. Which we can get to anyway, which is confusing.
But now I can get here from the other side. Which is probably useful for something. So, because now I can shine that light in through the door I can already come through. So where does this light shine? It shines over there.
Looks like another one you can move with the same baboon.
Yeah. Only this one I can't plug in anywhere. But if I plug in the doofer instead.
That sounds plausible.
But no, then why do they talk about why would they talk about that first door in the first place? That's what I've not worked out yet. If I could just use this to melt the big door, I wouldn't have needed to open the small door. Other than to get back. Actually, yes, right, of course. Like I already can't get back. And I still currently can't get back because I've not got the thingy stowed. You come here, you unplug, you go away, you go away, and you come here. And then you come here again. You go stowed. Not sure why that was part of all the suggestions. That's hopefully now in the way of the weasel. Ahoy!
Yeah.
No, it's not. Okay.
If you force the thing the other way, maybe it'll...
But that's where it was before, I thought, and that was therefore. Maybe I was misaligned my own everything. Okay, I'd misaligned my own everything. Is that... It is! Ahoy! But I have found no chest as yet. So, oh, what? Oh, that's... Okay. Ah, right, okay, over here, it's marked on the map the things I can destroy that I haven't destroyed yet. So that up there, I think, is the... yeah, okay. Weasel. Registered. Oh, I've fallen in the water. It's the glowing things. You're not going to comment on those at all? It's the glowing things. I go look at this one instead. Oh, this is even terrain. Chest. What is it, Edie? You can't look at the map underwater, which is very irritating. That's when you often most want to look at a map. You've got no idea.
Probably soggy. Oh, you can climb underwater. Oh,
I want to climb out of water. Ooh. Okay. Are you an onwards or merely a sideways? You're sideways. Excellent. I came the wrong way deliberately. Absorbed a state.
Each path is different.
Archie.
Oh, yes.
Be mindful of your anger.
Ugh. I wasn't really angry, okay. Ugh. It was more kind of state. Oh, I kind of good. Dive. 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 Thank you.
Charge us alive.
It's very silly because he doesn't bellow Gordon's alive in the film. He goes, Gordon's alive.
Yes.
His thing is, I mean, if you went around bellowing, for Baron's on Barovia, it would make sense.
Also be great.
Yeah, we could have written him a note to say, please bellow for Baron's on Barovia.
There's heat coming from those cracks underwater, but it's freezing up here.
That's how physics or something.
I can feel it. It's calling to me. We must be close. Jedi can't pick any kind of crystal. It chooses you.
Oh, I've not explored everything in the temple.
Yeah,
I'm
I know
missing
it.
10% of the temple. And I probably have to go back through it at some point. What haven't I explored in the temple?
The dune?
Often in these things, it's because you didn't climb a rope or you didn't go through a doorway in the right direction. It's that stupid of those. Let's have a quick run around back and see. No, and it wasn't because I didn't climb that wall upwards. So I'm missing something I can look at or do something with. Is it because I didn't climb that random climbing wall? That'd be very silly if so. So we've done that, we've obviously done that. No, it wasn't that either. Gosh. Intriguing. I mean, there's this as well. I've got to explore down here.
Was that because you fell?
No, I jumped into an abyss, saying I hadn't explored it. I was being a fool. No other ways to go off the side of here. And now we can't go any further back from there, so hopefully it's not in that very first room. Oh no, hang on, there was... No, what? There was... I did that. That's obvious why I haven't explored that one. I wonder what it is. I may just look this up on the grounds that usually it's you need to climb over a certain piece of floor or go up a certain ladder. And doing that now would save fluffulating later. Yeah. Stuck at 90%. Help, stuck at 90%, 90%. Right. Someone says there's something you can't do yet. Fine. Occasionally it's that. Often it's that it's just a set. Do some bridge in a bit though. I can get to the end of this next save point thing.
I can try. I've forgotten where I am.
You're in the
You're
strange
falling
thing.
off things.
You're in the mirrored world, being a bit weird. Well, next save potato, you'll see.
I mean, the mirrored world's job is a bit weird, but yes.
Crystal caves. Food of weep. Geodes. I found a geode.
Just a little shake. It'll be okay. Let's hope it holds.
I guess it will collapse halfway around.
You really walk along that and really well.
Yeah. But I hoped it
More
held.
braver than I thought.
You fell off that.
What'd you find?
You're predictable, as I thought.
Minerals. We've missed number 3.
No, they aren't in order. We had this conversation about 5 minutes ago. Oh, good grief, you're one of those, aren't you? But I wanted to explore over there first of all, because there appeared to be a safe. Ah, okay, I'll go to safe.
Whoa! Close one.
Someone got rocks on them.
Call's getting stronger. Let's hurry.
The call's getting stronger. Let's...
Answer it.
Ooh. So I want to go over there. There's an exit over there. There's a hole in the ground. I'm going to save and pass Simon a controller to you. Right, well, farewell anyone who's a thing. Not that anybody's watching, apparently.